Chicago is a hellhole right now.
Took the words right out of my mouth, Kelly. Thank you. Because of you, President Trump, you fucking tyrant. Chicago is a hellhole because of you. Trump calling Chicago a hellhole earlier this year was not a statement based in reality when he said it, but it's a reality that he and his lawless thugs are working damn hard to create.
ICE broke the ribs of a 67-year-old U.S. citizen who was just coming back home from a run.
Oh wait, there's more.
In the same neighborhood earlier in the morning, ICE used tear gas during a children's Halloween parade.
A 67-year-old man coming home from a run and children in Halloween costumes. Those are the threats that necessitate ICE having a budget that dwarfs the military spending of all of these countries. I know this shit is hard to watch, and this amount of footage can start to become counterproductive if we allow it to force us to turn away or make us numb. But if our neighbors have to endure it, we have a responsibility to watch it and let the rage we feel fuel us. So to that end, let's take a look at a recap of a couple of incidents of violence committed by ICE in Chicago this weekend.
Did you see this video out of Chicago where ICE broke the ribs of a 67-year-old U.S. citizen who was just coming back home from a run? Listen to this. So this happened on Saturday in the Old Irving neighborhood. And according to the running group that the man is a part of, he was just coming home after a long run with the group. He came across the blockade and tried to turn around, but did not even have a chance before they assaulted him. They threatened to break his window, dragged him out of the car, and as you saw, they were pinning him to the ground using excessive force for a 67-year-old man who was complying with everything they were saying. And according to reports, agents broke 6 of the man's ribs and caused internal bleeding. The man, who still has not been identified, was taken to the hospital, and afterwards he spoke to reporters and said that he is considering getting a lawyer and taking legal actions against the Department of Homeland Security. Also, before this happened, in the same neighborhood earlier in the morning, ICE used tear gas during a children's Halloween parade. And of course, here comes DHS with their statement, their lie, saying that the agents face hostile crowds and that they allegedly arrested 2 U.S. citizens for allegedly assaulting officers. It is unclear if the 2 U.S. citizens she's referencing includes a 67-year-old who was tackled to the ground. When are people going to realize that these agents are going after everyone? That it doesn't matter if you're not doing anything wrong or if you're just following orders. These thugs on Saturday morning harassed and attacked children in costumes and U.S. citizens who were just out for a run. They claimed that they had to do all this because they were looking for one person in the neighborhood. This is their logic nowadays. This is their justification for all this. If there's one person in the neighborhood who has done anything wrong, they're not even clarifying what the person did wrong, then it is okay for them to bring the entire almost military force on our neighborhood, attacking our children and our citizens, residents, anybody they want. Something needs to be done for the people's safety because they're not out there trying to keep us safe. They're out there causing more harm than good.
The videos and images of these disturbing interactions that are being captured and posted are showing very clearly how federal agencies are operating. They are obscuring their identities, wearing masks, not displaying proper ID, and driving unmarked vehicles. And these tactics are getting the attention of some elected officials, like Illinois' Secretary of State, who put out this call to action.
Illinois Secretary of State Alexi Janulius is warning federal immigration agents that swapping license plates is illegal, and it's something that will not be tolerated.
No one, including a federal agent, is above the law. So if you see this occurring anywhere, call or email our hotline.
Report plate tampering by calling that new Plate Watch hotline you see there at the bottom of your screen. We'll also have this information at cbschicago.com.
I know we don't really have a huge MAGA audience here at Really American, but every time I watch these videos of federal agents, I'm really curious what Trump voters and MAGA supporters think of this. I'm sure some of them really like to see this level of violence and reckless behavior, but I have to imagine that for some people, this is not what they voted for. Because if this was really about law and order, upholding the laws of our nation, wouldn't these agents be doing it out in the open? Wouldn't they be proudly displaying their names, their badge IDs, and their vehicles? If they're not doing anything wrong, what do they need to hide? This morning, October 29th, NPR released their investigative reporting on video footage that appears to show agents driving cars with switched license plates or missing license plates.
You can record all you want.
I am.
Change plates out every day.
Okay.
Have a great day, buddy. Your friend is going to come with us.
So much footage of unmarked vehicles and vehicles without license plates. And even that ICE agent at the end very clearly says, we change out our plates every day. The NPR report dove into the rarity of this practice, and they spoke with a former ICE field officer who left the agency earlier this year. Darius Reeves said, the agency clearly wants to appear like a ghost. I have never experienced this. Beyond the plate switching and missing plates, agents are also getting creative, going the extra mile like we see in this video obtained over the summer in Spokane, Washington, where an agent is driving a Jeep SUV with a Mexican license plate.
Tamaulipas on the license plate. Can you believe this, man? This is incredible. Get his license plate, man. Tamaulipas, Mexico. Tamaulipas, Mexico.
And in Illinois, agents dressed up their Ford Explorer with the Mexican flag and Mexican stickers in an attempt to disguise what they were doing. NPR did speak with David Beer, director of immigration studies at the Cato Institute, and he lays out the obvious reasons that these federal agencies are using these shady practices. Beer says it removes the opportunity for accountability. It's unclear exactly how they track these actions, so it could genuinely be impossible to ever determine who was involved and in what operation. Not only are officers obscuring their personal identities, trying to determine what agency they work for is also nearly impossible. Is it Customs and Border Control, ICE, Homeland Security? Like for this 67-year-old man from Chicago, the one we talked about at the beginning of the video, he said he is thinking about suing. But how is he going to determine which agency to sue? That's all part of their design. And that design makes it apparent that not only do these agents know what they are doing is unethical, they also know that it's illegal. So instead of doing the common sense thing like stop doing illegal shit, they're just going to keep doing the illegal shit and just make sure they can never be held accountable. At the end of the NPR story, David Beer adds, of course, if you're being charged with a crime or being arrested or detained, you have a right to know who is leveling this charge. These are all basic principles of liberal democracy that we've just taken for granted. Taken for granted. Those words hit like a weight. All of the things we have taken for granted, especially us white people, have taken for granted for all of these years. The next time you come across images or videos like this in your social media feed, don't scroll past them. Don't look away. Watch, listen, and absorb it, and let it fuel you so you can use that energy for good. And there are some amazing organizations who are doing the work to keep us informed and engaged. Check out the ACLU, National Immigrant Justice Center, and the Immigrant Legal Resource Center, just to name a few. This shit is dark, super dark, but we are the light. Keep shining a light on this madness, keep recording, and eventually the light will triumph. Make sure you subscribe to Really American and share this video with someone in your life. Let's keep the conversation going and keep shining that light. Coming to you from an Indiana community that is alive because of the love and labor of immigrants. For Really American Media, I am Corinne Straight. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see y'all next time.